my house. And my son actually went and talked to Sergeant Long. And Sergeant Long, yeah, he told you. And then whatever reason, he pissed you off because he went to CID. And next thing you know, people are yelling at us. So we're very suspicious about it. So anyhow, you guys can do what you want. But
Okay.
If you arrest him, keep in mind, I saw the whole thing. My son did not resist.
And you're entitled to do that. I'm
Yeah.
not going to dissuade you in any way. We weren't
Yeah.
here. We came in after there was a call for help, so we're just going to do what we have to do based on the information we get. So,
Yeah, but
absolutely, I
I'm
understand.
I mean, I don't know what's
Listen,
going on. Why don't
I-
you guys? I don't know why you guys can't back off. I don't know what the hell happened.
I have never had
He
any.
insulted you and you got upset. Yeah, I know what happened.
I've never had any interaction with you or your son, so I don't know. So,
Are you dead?
yes.
He wants you to take these.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So I
But now
can't
it's-
speak for the.
Yeah, because we're having this codes thing. Joe Celia, actually, somebody in the police department sent him out to our house to give us a codes violation. He actually said that last time in August. So we're contesting the codes violation.
Okay.
Saying, well, who did it? What's going on here?
Sure.
Right? I know you guys are pissed off, but this is getting out of hand. And I
I
understand why. And again, I
think
understand
pissed
why you
off
might
may be
pissed
the
off
wrong
or angry.
word to use here.
I'm not
No,
pissed off. I don't
nobody's
take that so
mad.
personal. I haven't had any contact with him since that day I went over the house.
Yeah.
He's the one that keeps sending me
Yeah.
very nasty emails, and I
Right.
just
Block
delete them.
him. I told him, yeah, block him.
I haven't had any contact with him.
But anyhow, if this codes, well, anyway, we're making the case that this codes thing is, because Joe Celia actually said, somebody in the police department sent him out to our house, and we're fighting, it's a bogus codes violation, I can approve it by the law, the
Sure.
letters, but it's given us a lot of aggravation, making me sick and losing sleep, and we thought we would resolve it today, and then your guy, he's sitting in the back, he's not identifying himself, who he is, he just suddenly comes up and starts grabbing my son, without talking to him, like, come on, you gotta go. He just starts dragging him. My son's like, what's going on? Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? And then your guy says, oh, okay. He throws my son to the ground and tells my son, oh, you were assaulting me. I'm like, what the hell? What are you talking about? I saw the whole thing. I know you. If you want to drag him out, go for it. If that's what you think you're entitled to. But he was leaving. It was not like he was being vocal on the way out, but he was moving towards the exit. And then your guy, I think he overreacted. He got pissed off.
Well, I mean, everybody's got their opinions about
Right.
it. So
There you
he's
go.
going back to the
This guy
station.
here.
So if you
Yeah.
want to go over and meet him, and then we'll go from there.
Plus he's sitting in there. He's not identifying himself until he suddenly appears. Why didn't he say, okay, you know what? I'm here to. I'm a court
No,
officer.
we're not gonna hear
Yeah.
it. There's a process for this.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but there is a process for this, so we'll let the process.
No, but keep in mind,
Okay.
if you guys are
Absolutely.
I don't know who to trust these days. You guys you disappoint me. I think.
Well, let me just say this, the emails have to stop. The
why
threatening,
can't you just block them? There's no threats. What's
He
threats?
keeps.
30,
I do block
40
him.
emails a week, they gotta stop.
I do block him, and he sends it from a different email
Different,
address.
changes the email address, it's constant. Commissioners harassing commissioners, harassing police officers. We're gonna charge him with it, just so you know. It's gotta stop. What the codes issue is, that's a whole
Well,
different.
sending insulting emails. Is there a law against that?
Harassment, there is a law, and he's
To
harassing.
individuals, not.
Okay, we're not gonna get into this, I'm just telling you, asking you for your assistance in this, that's all.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
It's just not acceptable. Yeah, I get it. I got enough, okay. Yeah.
No, more than,
Maybe like a contempt of court, because I did ask him to leave.
I don't know, we can't charge contempt of court, I believe you can charge.
Well, I think you guys write up the citation. but I
Yeah, so
don't-
we're gonna
it's a
charge him
crime.
with at least disorderly conduct. I'm not familiar with the contempt of court charge.
I have to find it, I know I have it
Yeah,
saved.
so-
Hi, Chief, how you doing?
How are you?
Okay,
You were here, what, this is the hearing going on?
Yeah, this is a hearing, yeah.
Did he what did Lynch do? Did he?
He basically just, I was trying to hear the case, and he wouldn't stop talking. I asked him to stop talking several times. He was talking over his father, who was the defendant. I said, you need to stop talking. I can't hear your father. I want to hear what he's like. I'm trying to hear him.
Just gonna shut this until he gets out.
And then, after asking him to stop talking like 3 times, I asked him to leave. And then, instead of leaving on his own, he started asking me, why do I have to leave, da-da-da, da-da-da. And then Fuller came to escort him out, and that's when it turned into like a tussle.
Well, his father, of course, claims that, we attacked him and,
Well, Fuller came up behind him and said, you need to leave.
Uh-huh.
I think Fuller's mistake was he probably didn't identify himself, because he's like, who are you, what are you doing, why? And then he's like, who is he? And it was all so fast, and I was just like,
Okay.
I'd like you to leave.
well, that's why Fuller was here, to make sure that
Yeah.
nothing.
I mean, like,
Yeah, we've been dealing with them, you know.
the kid is
And the father
Yeah, I
won't
shut the door.
accept that. I just told him about the email. Well, what's wrong with the email? We get 30, 40 a week.
and the thing was, the kid was really hurting his father's case, because his father had like, things written down that he was trying to tell me.
Uh-huh.
And the kid is just like, first of all, the kid started with, before I knew the kid wasn't important to the case, he's like, I was assaulted by the police and they hate me and da-da-da-da-da-da. And I said, look, that's not why we're here today. We're here about your father's garden.
Right,
I don't care about that.
right.
I really don't. Why don't you care? I said, because that's a separate thing. I said, call the ACLU about that.
Exactly.
I was like, we're here to talk about your father's garden. And then they're talking about the garden and all this stuff, and I'm trying to listen, and I just couldn't. I mean,
The kid needs mental health issues.
He
The
was
parents won't
talking
accept
over
it.
his dad the whole time,
That's a
fast.
constant.
And I was just like, I can't. And that's why I asked him to leave, but I asked him many, many, many times. I asked him at least 3 times, probably 5.
Right.
Please stop talking. And then he just kept insisting he had stuff he had to tell me,
He makes the emails he's sending, you know, we're used to the stuff he's sending to the commissioners.
Seems-
Over, you know, not a threat, but just that kind of, you know, I see Jerry Hart running past my house every day, and Joe Celia's down the
He
shore.
seems like he has a serious mental
He
health.
does, and we had mental health people over there, and they throw him off the property. And that's, you know, parents gotta intercede here and take care of business.
How old is he? He's a grown man.
He's 20,
I think he is, he's in, absolutely, yeah.
But
I don't think he has a job. He's always there.
I don't understand why the father wasn't like, he didn't.
Shut up, right. Tell
He
him to
never
shut
put
up.
his foot down and
Yeah,
said,
and that's the problem.
or why
Well,
the
I
father
mean,
even brought him.
just listening to him now out there was
Exactly.
no, he was all in defense of his son.
Right.
Of
It's always
being,
somebody else's
yes,
fault.
false arrest and whatnot, blah, blah, blah,
The
blah,
kid
blah.
needs help, there's no doubt about it. Maybe we can get him in the system now, mental health court
I'll
or
see if we
whatever.
can throw it to him tonight.
I don't know if it rises to the level of 302.
I don't know if it does
I didn't
either.
feel personally threatened, like he was a danger to me, or
He
even
didn't make
to
any
Fuller.
threats to,
No, he didn't
towards
threaten-
himself.
He didn't threaten himself, he didn't threaten me.
Okay.
I don't know if he threatened Fuller in the hall, but I don't think it rises to the level of a 302, but it's just like,
Yeah.
he's somebody who's gonna end up
Well,
hurting
maybe we can
himself.
get him in the mental health court, you know, with this, we gotta do something here,
Yeah.
just, cause it just keeps escalating.
But then I'm gonna have to recuse myself, I guess, because I can't.
I was just gonna say, is it possible for a change of venue for this
Yeah, I
whole
have to
thing?
It
ask
won't
for
help it any
recusal
because
once
the
I
kid's
see
gonna-
it, 'cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
But
just
then
go
he was
lower.
saying, this is what I'm talking about, Dad, they're all, like, I'm part of it now, like, I'm against him, I was just trying to hear what his father
Yeah,
had
no.
to say, like, honestly, his father was winning, if the kid would've shut up, they probably would've won, but now I don't even know, cause I didn't even hear everything.
Well, if you would see what they were doing to the house, I mean, it was turning into a move site. Like, you know, had a front end loader.
Oh, they had that, whatever that, they were going up the trail and everything.
They were in that direction and doing, everything they did was so against codes. And he was just told multiple times and they refused. And it
Well, I
was-
was just probably found guilty and he could appeal it, and that's the first thing I said, look, you can appeal it. I should've just said that right away, I just should've said, I already heard everything the first time around, cause I only gave him a continuance to get the permit.
Right,
They
right.
never got the permit. I should've just said,
No good. Have a nice day.
like,
They're the fires.
but they wanted to tell me their side of the story, so I was trying to be nice, like,
Yeah.
alright, tell me your side of the
Stop
story.
being nice.
I know.
All right,
I
all
got
right,
to
Judge.
see that, but yeah, I don't think he did for
Okay.
You're a bad man.
No.